Okay, so we start. So the question why we are here is divided to two. Uh, some of us invited you to come. So we are here because we invited you, otherwise you come and won't be here, it will be stupid. But most of you came because we invited you and you decided this is a good place to be. And when the committee and Nicola, Jorge, Robert, Dave, Vivian, Adrian, did I miss someone? Decided to make this happen once again, we invited you to come, and we believe that this will help you to be a better origami artist. So this was maybe the higher level of the why we are here. But if you think about it just a bit, there's another layer which is below, which is what we are trying to do is to build a community that we can feel that we are part of this community. And I think what we have done here mostly is not only to try to make you better origami artists or to help you if you want to be better origami artists, but to be part of this community. And a lot of the things that we discussed today, yesterday and the day before was how can we work as a community? Just now we were talking about can we help those who make paper? And can we join hands as a community and help them to keep on making them paper just by buying those papers? Yes, we can. And so we will discuss this issue later, but this is, I think, one of the most important, at least for me, is to feel that I'm part of a community. And when you think, why do I want to be part of a community? I think the main issue for me is that origami in its essence is about sharing. And we like to share. It's better to give a present than to get a present. I don't know if you have this feeling when you go home with a package, a present that you bought for your son, and you just think at the moment that he will get it and open it, how happy he will be. And then that makes you much happier than the knowing that you are going to get a present, which is, okay, I'll get another present. Or maybe we just simply enjoy that we are together. I really enjoy being here. And maybe I have other ambitions. I'm not so sure, but I'm here. That's definitely a fact. And the question is, how do we make this last? Which is another top level of question. How can we make sure that CFC3 will be interesting and CFC4 will be, and actually we want to aim to see CFCX. So we can look back and be happy with what we have done. So part of this session, closing session, is to see, did we achieve what we wanted to achieve, and how can we be better? Because this is part of me. I always aim to be better. I don't like to make the same mistake twice, and if I do it, I feel that I failed. So I would like very much to know what we did wrong, what we did good. People tend to say only the bad things, but here today you are going to say also the good things, because you will start with a good session that you had. And then although we would like to hear the remarks, the bad remarks, things that are not working so much. Maybe you have suggestions that will be much helpful. And then after this session, I will add some ideas and things that we think about, and a bit more about the community. So I would like to start with what made you happy, what made you feel that you made a good choice, that you came here all from wherever you came, all the way from the other side of the Atlantic, or just driving the car 8 hours from France, whatever. So this is for you to speak, and who wants to start? Yes, Matthew, please. Now this is recorded. Some of the yeah, okay, just saying.
Yes. Well, all of the talks or conferences or panels that I participated in were interesting and were worth being present for. But I think the most important thing for me has also been what you mentioned of getting to meet all these people. You know, so many people that we've heard of, or we've seen their works, we've read their books, or we've been in friends on Facebook or Instagram or Flickr or all this media we're talking about. But actually getting to meet each other, to see each other, to talk to each other really helps build the community in that sense of being a creative community working together, which I think is for me one of the most important parts.
Thank you. Vivian? Yes. Wonderful.
Thank you, Ilan, for including me in the committee. At the beginning, Ilan said, we need a woman, because there were very, very nice, important, clever men, but something was missing.
I didn't say clever.
Yes. Didn't need to say it. Okay. So I accepted, but what could I do to help so clever people? So just having fun, not be that serious, it's a good thing, isn't it?
It is. Yes.
Well, I have to be more accurate. Thank you, Matthew, for what you said. Really, I have the same feeling in every origami convention. It is not something particular you have here. Do you agree? Yes. So today we have to talk about CFC, haven't we? Yes. Well, I have to tell you a story behind the stage. Ilan wrote me an email when we received, when was it, this summer?
Yeah,
yes.
Maybe 3 months ago.
Yes, he received a proposal, a talk, unusual. So, Vivian, what do you think about? What do you think it is good for CFC? So, Vivian is a funny girl in the group, so you can ask her these sort of questions. Yes. So, we received proposal from somebody who is not totally inside the origami community, but he's half a dancer, half a paper folder. It is Alejo Wilkinson. Hello, Alejo. Thanks. So I looked at the video. It was not that good as I like, the video. So I have to understand really what it was. It is not origami folding a model. It is not something we are used to. So the question of Ilan was, do we need this in CFC?
Yes.
I looked at this video twice or 3 times, trying to understand. And I understood, for me, it was art performance between origami and dance. Is it okay? Thank you. So I found it was long, 20 minutes. For us, it wasn't an origami model, so I have to think about it is dance. It took me some time. Okay, I said to Ilan, for us, it is a first experience, let us try.
Yes.
After that, some of you have seen Alejo's performance yesterday, and I suppose everybody was surprised, as I have been myself. But concerning me, it was 3 times or 4 times, and first time in real life. And I have to say, you are much more better than your video, Alejo. It's a good news. Well, now we have a question. We are sure inside our heart that origami is an art. But we have a question. Why everybody hasn't understood that origami is an art? Why?
That's another convention.
We haven't got the answer. I don't want the answer. What I want is to just consider that question. And I think that to get the answer, we have to open some doors that allow us to go some step outside of our warm, comfortable, and lovely community, to meet art, to be sure we are going in the right way. This is my feeling. And so I think that we owe a lot to Alejandro for coming here. Thank you so much. And I think you are a great artist.
Thank you. Okay, more people, please. Suddenly everybody's shy. Yes, oh.
I think I enjoyed pretty much everything, but what I think was probably most important were those interactive sessions where there was a discussion where many people tuned in and wanted to add something, like the discussion we had about social media and paper and other topics, and the discussions during lunch and late into the night. So I think official presentations were very good, but the best thing was being able to just meet other people and discuss different topics, stuff for which normally there is not much time during conventions when you just concentrate on a particular model and you think more about just what's happening now rather than on the big picture, so to say. So I think at next CFC it would be good if for topics which include a discussion of many people, there is more time and maybe more subjects like this. I think there is a need within the community for such things.
Okay. We had about 6 or 7 panels in this convention. Dasha, how can you be quiet? Oh, your please.
Hi, I enjoy very much the panels too, but I'm gonna tell you what I miss, and especially what I miss between CFC and CFC.
Okay.
I miss a lot to find these kind of discussions and contents in internet when I'm at home waiting for the next CFC.
Okay.
I mean, if we think we are building community builders, I think we should do in internet, we should record interviews or content that will be available at any time you feel like to take a look. And I think we cannot do it by ourselves. I think we are shy. I will not explain my model in front of a camera to I don't know who. But maybe I can talk with Joel or with Robbie about his last design. And I will enjoy to ask him questions, and maybe he will enjoy to answer. And maybe we can edit, and we can make something with that. And then the CFC could be the place that we physically meet and still growing. But to me, it's very strange. We are not doing anything in between, especially on the internet. Okay.
Okay. This is part of the bigger question of how to maintain a community, either via Flickr that we don't have anymore, or other means, via other means. That's a major question. That's definitely is.
Just let me. Maybe I want to explain better. Maybe let's make an analogy.
Okay.
If you like music, you can go to YouTube and you can find any band of music explaining in an interview how they get inspiration for a last song, and they are famous at all. Maybe his music is not popular at all, but you can find that material. But about origami, try to find something except between the folds in YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I understand.
just
Yes, please.
Well, thanks, Ilan, from the beginning for inviting me in my case. One, I think for the rest of us will be the same. There have been many interesting talks and panels. I agree that the panels have been precisely the most interesting part of the meeting. And talking about what Oriola is saying, I can give you an example. For example, I'm in the process of doing this book. Maybe for some people would be interesting at some moment when I finish the book, if I got to finish it, to explain, I don't know, if a video or a talk or something like that, what was the process finally? How did I get to this position, and how did I get to print the book? That's an example. We can do with something else, like how do we prepare an exhibition in some museum or in an art fair or art exhibition with origami and other kind of arts. In my case, for example, in Buenos Aires, I participated in an art fair, and I was the only origami artist there. And I think it would be interesting for some people also to know how did I get to participate in that fair.
Yeah.
First of all, those are examples that we can share in this internet forum, blog, whatever you can imagine.
Yes, Jonathan.
I don't know if it exists already, but maybe we can have a map on the internet where everybody puts his address, because I would be very glad if somebody is passing near my house to meet and to host him and share in real life and our love for origami. So between sessions, we also can meet in real because we are from all around the world, and we are traveling sometimes. So maybe if we have a map, we can, I don't know.
I traveled in the USA 1988 to 1989 with an organization which is called Servas, which is mean peace in Esperanto, if you know what Esperanto is. And the idea is you just invite yourself to people's house, and they publish a book. It was 88, no internet, and then you just have a book of 5,000 families who wants to invite people to their house to stay with, and then you have to come to 2 nights at least, and then you have to stay every evening and tell them what is Israel and who are you and whatever. And then I traveled coast to coast, 32 families with just very little to pay for hotels, because I just traveled from a family to a family. And I was thinking to make an origami service. So, but then we'll talk about later, because this, Michael said today that everything that happens in a large scale, somebody has to pay for that. So, but okay, thank you for the idea. In Israel, people don't have a hobby. The main hobby in Israel is complaining. We love to complain, but I think for you it's not really valid. Nothing was bad, everything was good. Nothing to improve. Matthew, please. I can't believe, Dasha, you are so quiet. Yeah, I'm just...
In addition to what has already been mentioned, that it might be nice to have a little bit of more time for us to fold together, or to have maybe some practical workshops of like a shared creation process or something. That might be nice. Also, I booked a cheap hotel in Barcelona, so I'd have extra money to buy paper and books. And I got here, and there's almost no paper or books to buy. So I did buy books. I bought 2 books.
You can buy the book of David.
Oh, I did. I bought Dasha's book. I bought David's book, and I bought your jewelry. So
yes, wonderful.
So I did spend some money, but it would be good, especially to be sure that we have copies of the books of everyone who's here. And to some extent, that may fall upon us. I don't have a book yet, but to people who have books, if you have authors' copies, bring them, because we meet you, we talk to you, we see your works in the exhibit, and of course we want to look at your book and very possibly buy the book. So I think a better stocked store would be interesting. I realize that logistically that's complicated, but I think that we'd all appreciate selling books, those of you who have books to sell, and those of us who want to buy books. It's also encouraging to meet someone and they say, this is my book, because that makes me say, maybe I really can do a book too. So
yep. Okay. Okay, Dasha, thank you.
I can't disappoint you.
Of course.
I have to tell you something emotional. No, I think for me this is the best place to come and to see all these people. And as Michael and more people said, for me most interesting part were those panels and discussions. Because we usually, I can talk with 6 people at the same time, but I can't have opinion of 70 people who work at the similar things as I do. So for me, if there was more time spent like that in a reasonable discussion, which I think it really was, like I really enjoyed the feedback from many people about the question we asked. So that was really great. What I was missing as well was this social part. I would suggest having for the future maybe like dinners together, so that at least we will meet in the evening all together, not for all the meat, but maybe just 2 dinners, 2 main days of convention, so that we can be sure that, yes, I will see these people again in the evening, and after dinner, people can continue talking or go to the city or wherever, whatever. So for me, that was the difference between Lyon and here, was that in Lyon it was much easier to meet people after after program was finished. Here it was like everybody disappeared somewhere and I had no idea where. I have no contacts. So it was difficult to feel like, yes, I want to talk video and video and video, but I haven't met you because during the program there wasn't time to do that. And afterward, everybody went somewhere. So.
I have a question for this because I've been to a dinner every night and I go to a dinner tonight too, also arranged by the CFC. So somehow, I don't know, I went to a dinner and I met people and I talked with them all night. And so I would like to know, what is it you would like extra there?
I think that sometimes price is important for some people, and paying for every meal 20 euros is not necessarily affordable for everybody who is already paying for everything else.
Okay.
Because we are paying all for. So maybe if we and when I was making the registration, I really didn't know, will all the people be there? Will be eating at the same place, or half of the people will decide that they will go and eat somewhere in the city? So I didn't know how it will be, so I didn't order any meat. But if I knew that, no, there will be 2, like these are our 2 communal dinners, okay. I would know that I pay for this, for sure, and then we can go to the city with group of 10 people.
Okay.
Okay, so what you meant is that the...
Hans, it's okay, we understand. It's recorded, we'll manage it somehow.
Should be part of it.
Just maybe not do it like you have to order all the meals, but to really make clear that this is the dinner we want to have together.
We high mark one of them as a must, and then this will be, yes, okay. Okay, more.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not going to talk about my book.
Which you just did, by the way.
I don't have it anymore. No, what happened at the first CFC for me, and which is happening now again, is I get to hook up with people. I've met most of you probably 2, 3, 4 times, for which I'm very happy and I feel very fortunate. But the CFCs have been both for me special in that I think I know with whom I'm going to be working in the next year or 2.
What?
I've hooked up with people.
Okay.
We don't collaborate very much. We've heard it in a panel. Most of you are solitary creatures when it comes to origami. And I am as well. But often you're stuck. Not everyone is doing this full time and has all his life to dedicate to it. So when you're stuck, it kind of matters a little bit more, maybe. And I know I've hooked up with a couple more people again, with whom I'll be doing things, or I'll be trying things. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay. Any committee members want to add anything? Felipe. Okay.
Then I will speak about tonight and the next things we're going to do. Now we will finish here and we go all together, all the people that won't go to the tower, water tower, is walking around 15 minutes, more or less. We will go up, then down, and later, okay, and later right, go to the aquarium, and left, go back here. Then the people later can come back here or go to the aquarium. And the people that stay tomorrow morning to go to Huesca must be in front of the hotel. 10 minutes to 10, we will go to Huesca, and at 2 we'll be back. Or we can speak in the bus at what time we will be back here in Zaragoza.
Okay, I have a few more words. Okay. So, from the point of view of community, I want to address this issue. CFC is only one part or one phase of this idea of having a community. The other one is like a social network, Robicraft idea, maybe supporting the researchers of the paper. We have the diagram pool project, which is just started. There's an idea of having the CFC list by itself is an asset to maintain a community. The cfc2 participant list that you can send an email to everyone who were here, it will be an asset. It is an asset. You can use it as much as you like. CFC list is about 400 people. It's not that people are kind of afraid to send an email to all 400. Hideo Komatsu and also Robert Lang and also Alessandro, they are all on the list, and you send email to all of them at once. It's kind of frightening, but still, it's an asset that you can use because you can approach 400 people at once, and all of them are origami artists. So if you want to have a research and you want to ask questions and to have a form to be, then you can use this asset. Don't hesitate to use it if it's for a good cause, if it's part of making us a community. And I think we need people that want to think big. Otherwise, there will be nothing. The CFC could not have happened unless somebody thought that, wow, we can do it. And then suddenly we are here. Yeah? 70 people from all over the world came here just because someone thought this is possible. So don't be afraid to think big and to think that what can we do to make this community stronger. This convention will last not forever, but until Google will have their YouTube servers alive, because we are going to put all the videos from this room available to all of you. We'll collect all the final presentation that we had, and we'll put them in a drive, and they all will be available to you. Once again, we have a special treat. We have how do you say your title? We have a unique graphic recorder that listened to half of the talks. She couldn't be on both of them at the same time, but you will get a very lovely booklet of sketches that describe all the talks that Francisca was sitting in them. So we are this bravo to Francisca. So CFC1 was not documented, and we are quite ashamed about that, but we fixed it in this one, and I think we will be better in the next time. So if you have any ideas, if you have any thought about what makes this community a community, just put your thoughts into text and send it to someone. If it's me, I will respond. If it's somebody else, I hope he will respond, and then something will happen, and then ideas can come only from you. You talked about the panels. All the panels here, beside all of them actually, came from you. It's people who wanted to discuss an issue. Then this was put on the table into the program, and then we had a very interesting panel. So don't be afraid to raise issues and to find more things to talk about. I want once again to thank the committee first. It's Robert, it's Dave, it's Adrian, Vivian. We have 2 women now. Nicola, Jorge. I want to thank very much, and you will applaud a lot for this beautiful place and all the local guys, Felipe, Jorge once again, Jesus with us. Jesus. all the volunteers. You are amazing. The energy that you running with the microphones and displays, whoever responsible for displays, the videos, the food, everything. And I'm also part of the committee. So, yes, I hope I didn't forget anyone. Till next time. There will be a next time. Yes, Adrian. We know it won't be in Europe. It will be in another continent, probably west from here. And the timing will be between 2 to 3 years. I think this will be the framework for the next CFC, yes.
More than 4 years, maybe.
Or what?
Or more than 4 years.
No.
Could be.
No, don't worry. Okay? Thank you again.